Hey you guys, what's up? It's MJ Fangirl, and today I want to talk to you guys about Thriller. I know that it's been a couple months since this news has come out, but I just want to come on here and talk about my opinion on the Eagles' greatest hits album recently surpassing Michael Jackson's Thriller. So if you're interested in that and some more, stay tuned. This is now MJ Fangirl TV. Girl, you got If you haven't seen my face before, my name is MJ Fangirl, and I make videos all about the Michael Jackson fandom. I make videos about my collection, I do product reviews, and I do travel vlogs where I follow in Michael Jackson's footsteps. So if you're interested in any of that, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that YouTube will alert you every time I upload a new video. So right around Michael Jackson's birthday, the news came out on so many news outlets, it was spread all over that Eagles' greatest hits album is now the #1 selling album in the United States. So the headline said, Thriller no longer the #1 album and all that, but I want to make it clear, today we're going to be talking about United States sales. Thriller is still the #1 selling album worldwide ever of all time, and I doubt that that's ever going to change. And according to Variety.com and Rolling Stone, the Eagles actually reached 38 times platinum of their greatest hits album. Now, it's been said as well that Michael Jackson's Thriller was certified 33 times platinum, but when was the last time that Thriller's album sales have been counted? If you recall, sometime around February in 2017, there was a picture posted on the official Michael Jackson Instagram, that's where I saw it anyway, and it was basically informing everyone that Michael Jackson's Thriller was still maintaining its status as the best-selling record of all time in the United States at 33 times platinum. That is again of February 2017. Now of August 2018, now it's said that the Eagles have surpassed that record. My assumption is that the Eagles record label, or whoever's behind the records, the Eagles records, requested that there be a recount at this time. But when is Thriller gonna be recounted? I wanna talk to you guys about the basics, the facts, straight from the RIAA. So the RIAA pretty much creates the industry standard for which music is produced, copyrighted, and distributed all around the United States of America. How is it that these certifications are given, and what do they all stand for? A gold album certification means that the album has sold 500,000 copies. Platinum means 1 million copies. Multi-platinum would be 2 million, 3 million. You know, you hear often 3 times multi-platinum, 4 times multi-platinum selling artist. So what exactly counts as an album sale? An album sale back in the day was units shipped, not units sold. Units shipped means exactly the units that were produced and shipped to stores. Now, Michael Jackson has always sold astronomical numbers in most of his career. So the assumption is that most of the units that were shipped were actually indeed sold. Now the way that album sales are counted are one of 3 ways. #1, and we're going to use the Thriller album as an example because that's what we're talking about. So if someone, any one person in the United States downloads, either does a digital download or purchases a physical copy of the full entire album and pays for it legitimately and everything like that, that equals 1 sale. The second way is if someone downloads 10 songs permanently, so 10 permanent downloads from any given album, if that is done, then that also counts as an album sale. So one of the things I want to mention when I say that is Thriller only has 9 tracks. The third way to count is by streams. 1,500 streams off of any given album counts towards an album sale. And it doesn't have to be of various songs. This, I'm talking about 1 song. So for example, if the Thriller album dropped tonight and everybody rushed to listen to the song Lady in My Life, every 1,500 group of people that listen to Lady in My Life by streaming it on their streaming platform of choice is contributing 1 album sale. And someone sent me a DM the other day and talked to me and was like, why does it matter anyway that Michael Jackson's Thriller is no longer #1? Even if it isn't, like, he already broke the records and already solidified himself as part of pop culture history. Yeah, that's true, but at the same time, what mattered to Michael Jackson matters to me. I remember that that Michael had a specific goal to sell a certain amount of albums. To be honest, I'm not really recalling that number right now. If somebody knows it, definitely drop it in the box, the comment box below. But I know that it was important for Michael Jackson to sell albums. He wanted to have the biggest selling album of all time, and I think it's really important for Michael Jackson's legacy and for the generations to know coming up that Michael Jackson's Thriller album is #1. I mean, I personally think that it's something that matters. I mean, it matters. He was a person that actually existed, that had these goals and these dreams, and you know, this entire team that came together to make this happen. That's #1. #2, I tend to think that it's kind of unfair that the Eagles was allowed to surpass Thriller because it's a greatest hits album. How is that fair that a greatest hits album can overtake an original produced album? Like, that part of it, I personally don't understand. And again, I also think that it just isn't correct. I tend to agree with the executors of the estate that there's no way that the Eagles have more streams than Michael Jackson. It's just, I can't imagine it possible. Now, when I attended the question and answer session held by the Michael Jackson estate around the time of his birthday, it was at the Diamond Celebration in Vegas, there was a Q&A and the co-executor John Branca was asked what he thought about now the Eagles' greatest hits album overselling Michael Jackson's Thriller. And his exact words, well, I'm not going to say his exact words because I totally don't remember the exact words, but he said something to the effect of that it was totally bogus. He did not believe that there was any chance that Michael Jackson's Thriller had done worse than the Eagles. The Michael Jackson estate has reached out to ask for a recount and to look into all this. So I personally think that Thriller is going to come back, and next year it'll probably be at 40 million copies sold or something like that. I definitely think it's gonna hit a higher number than the Eagles. I can't imagine anything else. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Does it really matter to you that Michael Jackson's Thriller is no longer #1 in the United States? Do you think that he'll ever surpass and come back on top of the Eagles? So until the next time, make sure that you guys are opening up your iTunes and your Spotifys and your YouTube and your streaming Thriller, because in a few years, when that recount is back up, we want to make sure that we have contributed, yes, to Michael Jackson's Thriller now regaining the #1 spot. So make sure that you drop a comment below if you want to give your opinion about this, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Everything is broken,